parents are coming home from a trip and I feel like I should stock their fridge a little because it's always nice coming home to some food. I have baked them a very delicious chocolate and marzipan scone loaf. I did a video on this. Oh, it smells so good. So delicious. It's from Moliere and I'll link it down below in the description. But for some food, I feel like I want to do some comfort food for them, and I feel like I want to mix it up a little. I do have quite the obsession with turning other meals into enchiladas. And so I had the idea to make chicken pot pie enchiladas. I thought that was the most genius thing I'd ever thought of. So I'm gonna try it out. It'll be fun. Just have to prep a few things, roll these things up, put them in the oven, which is preheating to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's get started. Okay, I've got my filling. I have made way too much, as per usual, but whatever, I'll figure something else to do with it. But I've got some frozen peas in here, frozen corn. I diced up one pretty large sweet onion and a couple of carrots. Of course, you can fill your pot pie enchiladas with anything you want. These are pretty traditional fillings, but again, put whatever you want in here. I'm gonna add the chicken later, but here's my veggies. I'm going to saute these just for a little bit, just to kind of get the edge off the carrots and the onions and heat up the frozen vegetables with just some olive oil, butter, salt, and pepper. Just roasted up a couple of chicken breasts, and I'm going to, do I want to shred this or cube it? I'm gonna cube it. Just in little bite-sized pieces, very similar size to my vegetables. Chicken cubes. Still waiting on my veggies, but into my chicken bowl, I'm gonna put some cheese, good couple handfuls of some shredded Monterey Jack, do like a handful or so of some shredded mozzarella. These are the thick boys. These are so good. Just give this a quick toss. I'm gonna have so much filling, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Why am I like this? Veggies into the chicken bowl. Funny story, I was very triggered cooking these. Someone that I used to live with used to make these vegetables every week for meal prep, and they went flying all over my kitchen. For some reason, he couldn't stir them right. All over the floor every time. I'm not naming names, but John, you know what you did. Love ya. Give this a stir. Chicken pot pie, anyone? Slap this in like a pie shell and bake it. Like, this is chicken pot pie, but it's enchiladas. 9 by 13. I can fit 10 fajita size enchiladas. First things first, in the pan, I've got my little chicken gravy that I made here. Very simple. I just made a roux with equal parts butter and flour, and then I poured in some chicken stock and then stirred that up until it was thickened. Also, I'm very unimpressed with myself because I should have had some herbs to add to those vegetables, like thyme, rosemary, sage, just to kind of like get the party started. But it'll have to do. Tortilla, down. A couple big spoonfuls of your filling. Some more cheese, and give it a wrap. Nice and tight. Seam side down. And then you just continue on. And the last one. I've got all my 10 in here. I'm going to drizzle a little more gravy on top. Top with cheese, always more cheese. A little bit of salt and pepper. I'm gonna cover this and go shove it in their fridge, but I know you know that I'm not gonna leave you hanging. I'm gonna make a little dish of my own. I'm gonna pop this into my oven. You can cover it if you want to with some tin foil, just until it starts bubbling and you can hear it. That means everything is heated all the way through. I don't want to cover it. I don't feel like it today, which is fine. Do whatever you want. But I'm gonna cook this until I see it bubbling. Everything is starting to melt and brown perfectly. At the very end, I'll probably throw it on a broil just to get everything on the top nice and brown. But in the oven it goes. There is lots of filling left. Not as much as I thought maybe. I could probably get 1, 2, 3, like 5 or 6 out of here, which is probably what I'll do because I do have some extra tortillas. So save this, do whatever you want with it. Make an actual chicken pot pie. The world is your oyster. Look at that. Bubbling, beautiful chicken pot pie enchiladas. Now, I have learned my lesson, probably. These are the temperature of the surface of the sun. I will not be touching these, but I'm gonna let them cool. The first cut is the deepest. Baby, I know. Oh, yes, that cheese pull. Look at that. Kind of a mess, but like it's an enchilada. And we're done. Time to eat. Such a mess. But like, what good comfort food isn't, right? Delicious. That is chicken pot pie. Oh my goodness. I don't like peas. So this is only slightly painful for me, but it's really good. The flavors are there. Wow, that's good. I think this is the perfect coming home meal or the perfect dinner. Weeknight, pretty fast to throw together. It's just perfect. It's really fun to play with enchiladas. No, it is not traditional. It's fun to turn like any meal into an enchilada. I have a few videos that I've done. I will link below. You should definitely make some of this because it's delicious. Enjoy!